Take a deep breath in. As you breathe in a slow, deep, calm breath, giving you the feeling of resourcefulness. And as you exhale, allow your eyelids to close and feel that you're letting go of tension, stress or worries, enabling you to, as you breathe in and breathe out, to feel deeper and deeper relaxed. And perhaps you can remember a time in your life when you were at your most relaxed. Maybe there was a time when you were walking through nature. Perhaps you can remember a forest. And maybe the fresh air, the smell of the trees, the contrast of beams of light going through the crown of these trees, and then the shade of the trees, led to a feeling of calm and tranquility. And as you breathe in and breathe out, I want you to imagine in that forest seeing a hard-working woodcutter. And you know they're hard-working because they're concentrated, they're focused. And just imagine that you're observing this hard-working woodcutter. This woodcutter doesn't have an axe. They have a large saw. And I want you to imagine seeing them frantically sawing a tree. And although they're working hard, you notice that there is limited progress. Continue to breathe in and breathe out as you observe the woodcutter. I want you to get a sense that this woodcutter works longer hours than any other woodcutter. Perhaps when other woodcutters have gone back to their families or gone back to their bed to rest, this woodcutter wakes up earlier, goes to bed later. The lull of the pride and significance of this woodcutter is based on how hard they work. As you get closer, I want you to notice there is a bluntness to the saw. That the woodcutter has focused so much on how hard they work. They haven't taken the time to ensure that their saw is sharp. And I want you to imagine that you make a suggestion to that woodcutter to take some time, not to keep chopping down trees, but to just sharpen the saw. And I want you to observe that there is resistance. There is resistance from the woodcutter to sharpen the saw because they would feel guilty about not working so hard on cutting down those trees. But they follow the suggestions, and you can see them with a sharpening stone, taking the time to sharpen that saw. And temporarily, they are behind where they normally would be until they return to the tree with a sharp saw. And then it requires less time, less effort to make more progress. And then you're able to see them in an average day, chopping down more trees in less time, and having the time in the evenings to do things just for enjoyment, just for rest, just for relaxation, just for recreation. I want you to imagine nearby is a cottage deep in the forest. I want you to imagine going into that cottage, seeing as the sun sets over the forest, a fire, burning logs. It's warm, it's cozy, and there is a comfortable bed. And I want you to accept the suggestion that having time to rest and relax and sleep is how you can sharpen your saw, how you can make you more effective in everything that you do. You can change your mood, change your concentration, change your ability to focus, be creative. And I want you to get a sense that the better quality sleep that you have, the sharper you will be the very next day. So imagine climbing into that bed, feeling your head on the pillow, being open to the idea of sleeping well as a gift from yourself to yourself, but also to make you even more effective, even more productive, able to impact the world even more than before because of that good night's sleep. As you breathe in and breathe out in that forest cottage, feel a wonderful feeling of permission, that you are giving yourself permission to just rest and relax and connect with yourself. I want you to imagine as you start to drift off into a wonderful state of relaxation there on that bed, that your mind is open to suggestions that could enable more balance in your life, to open up wonderful opportunities of connection, of those emotions that perhaps involve risk and involve the possibility of handing control to variables outside of yourself. As you feel your head on that pillow, open your mind to the possibility that you are worthy and deserving of self-care, of doing good things for you in all its forms. And to acknowledge that sleep is a precious gift that recharges your energy so you can have a greater impact. You already deep down know that there is no guilt or shame in prioritizing your sleep and self-care. And each night of deep sleep restores and rejuvenates your vitality and creativity. There is self-love, but there is the love and connection between you and someone desirable and worthy for you. You are desirable and attractive just as you are, and you deserve love and connection in your life. When you're ready for a relationship, accept the idea that the right person will come into your life. Be grateful for your intelligence, your confidence, and your energy, and accept that they are assets that will attract the right people to you and repel the wrong people. Anyone intimidated by your qualities is simply not the right fit for you. You are good at reading facial expressions, body language, so consider yourself efficient at recognizing those who align with your values and goals. But for a while, you've shut things down. And I want you to imagine visualizing a chain and a padlock around your heart. But I also want you to visualize that you are holding the key. You've always been holding the key. And what if acceptance, vulnerability, but also open-mindedness is unlocking your heart to experience deeper connections? And as you acknowledge that vulnerability can be a source of strength and authenticity, I want you to create an image of the qualities of your most desirable partner. Think of their age, their body shape, maybe the level of success in their life, how healthy they are, their personality. I want you to acknowledge that for the right person, you are willing to be vulnerable. But that doesn't mean you have to be weak. Vulnerability is your source of strength because of your ability to be discerning, to choose who you are vulnerable with. Because when you courageously take chances, it can lead to a future filled with a relationship that is meaningful for you. You are open to giving, but also receiving love unconditionally. You can let go of the associations of love from your childhood. Any connections to manipulation or control are simply memories of the past that no longer serve you now in the present. You are open to receiving love. And you can embrace the idea that when you choose to be vulnerable, you are showing the real you, which can lead to profound connections. You already know that you have the power to attract positive relationships, but maybe in the past you didn't want to get too close. You were keeping people at a distance to keep you safe. But as your self-worth grows, you don't need to keep that distance. as you let people get close, it can lead to healthier, more synergistic relationships. Release any self-doubt about your deservingness of love, care, and connection, because you are on a path to fulfilling and lasting connections. I want you to create an image in your mind of what a healthy, desirable relationship looks like for you. See yourself as someone else, enjoying your evenings, maybe enjoying holidays together, having moments of intimacy, which could simply be a meaningful, deep conversation. And what does it take for a deep conversation, if not authenticity and vulnerability? Small talk is for strangers. Deep conversations are for good relationships. You trust in your ability to deserve a future, but also create a future filled with love, connection, and happiness. As you accept that to be true, feel your heart open and feel that there is a new chapter beginning in your life, full of adventures, experiences, an emotional roller coaster that adds to the tapestry of your life. You are excited for the future. You're looking forward to a future where you get to sleep well, have a wonderful relationship, but also to have an even greater impact on those people that benefit from who you are and what you do. Imagine leaving the bed, and imagine there is a sunrise in the forest. As you walk through the forest, you see a smiling woodcutter, able to cut down even more trees, but giving less time to his work. And likewise, your future will have a greater impact, but even more balance. Feel like you're returning to the present as you take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Feel like you're connected in the moment at this point in time. And very soon I will count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. You will awaken feeling resourceful, confident, deserving of self-love, self-care, a great night's sleep, but also open to the possibility of love and connection. Starting to count to awaken you. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.